What's up, everybody? Welcome to Quantum Ascend. I have XCN Onyxcoin up on the screen. This is the weekly price chart. Today we're going to dive into the waves 3, 4, 5. So in this scenario, we're looking for a broader macro wave 5. We're talking about waves 3, 4, 5. We're talking about how we're going to get up there. So I do have a video out on XCN for the alt season. You can go check that out. Posted it a couple months ago. I've been keeping you in the loop since then. Today we're going to talk about these last few waves here and what we're looking at from a projection standpoint. So I'm not going to dive into this too much. Again, you can go rewatch that video. But the main level that I am targeting here is we have our broader Fibs drawn out there. And we have this last range, which actually ends up giving us a double top. So look at that. You have the broader macro, the entire life of Onyxcoin, and a full 4.236 extension of this wave 3 to 4 drop on the macro gets us out there to a double top. So it doesn't get much prettier than that. I know there's people pissed off screaming about how it's going to go higher, and okay, that's fine. If this thing gets juiced and keeps going, great. I'm down to change up the count, but oh no, I want that there. But in the interim, guys, like this is just kind of how we're looking. So final up there around 18.3 cents. Now let's dive in, talk about waves 3 and 4. What does a pathway look like to us getting there? Typically when these things break out, we can see them, on this third wave, we can see them touch the 1618, which we also, and that's of this range right here. And that also coincides with the 382 of the broader range. So typically it'll stop out there and we'll come back to retest that high. Now, in a wave 4 scenario in alt season, we're typically looking somewhere between like a 35 to 50% correction. And that'll depend on market cap more oftentimes than not. The smaller the market cap, the deeper the drop, but also the bigger the pop a lot of the time, right? So that's why people yelling and screaming about XCN here. I mean, XCN, what is its market cap? It's up there, man. It's like ranked, 530 million. It's up to 117, but at one point in time, it was ranked a lot higher. So, I mean, decent size. We're probably looking at a 40-ish% drop. So it can either top out at this high or sometimes come deeper into here. You see that the 236 on the macro is a little bit deeper, but often we'll see it drop to, around between the 618, 786. So this right here, about 35%. We go a little bit lower to this 236. That puts us at 40, and then the 786 at 45. So I'm looking at this, and 4 cents is a nice round number. Could be a great area for some support in a drop there. And that puts us in that 35 to 50% parameter range, and in the 40s. So it could be like that. And then we have one more blow off up there to the 18-cent range. What would that look like for each of these waves? I redrew this. This is sloppy. There we go. Now they're really lined up. We're looking at this first wave here, and I'm talking about the green, would be 260% of 3.6x. This third wave that we're working on right now would be 500% or a 6x. And then the final fifth wave from this level would be 336%. Wave 3 is the longest. Waves 5 and 1 similar-ish in length. And that's how we go. So that's what I'm looking at here, guys. Looking for a run up to around 7.5 cents. Back test around 4 cents. And one final top to 18.5 cents for a double top and a final. And so that's it, kids. That's how we do it, using Fibs, using Elliott waves. And these last 5 waves are happening within the macro 5th wave here for XCN. If this thing does get carried away and keeps going, as we've seen in the past, I mean, that was a 300% week, followed by another 250% week, right? Like, we start to see something like that, okay, we can talk about these higher targets. I know a lot of people are only going to read the title and they're going to be upset, but that's why you watch the video, man. Like, these are still targets up here. I'm just saying, conservatively, I want you guys to keep your head on your shoulders. I've done this a very long time. This is what we're going to be looking for on the next few moves. If I'm proved wrong on this third wave and we go higher, then we can talk about it. All right? That's all I got. Guys, a couple weeks ago, created the Quantum Circle, real-time trades, portfolio access, macro analysis, 2 videos daily. I'm always in the Discord and I'm teaching you guys how to do TA yourself. So link for that in my bio. If not, just happy you're here. If you could follow, like, repost. Been doing TA a long time. Just want to help as many of you as I can. So hope you're having a great Tuesday. I'll talk to you a little bit later.